Welcome to another special edition of Litter Media Live. I'm Dan Ramey, and in studio with me today, I have from the United Way Ross County, the CEO and President, Andrea Williams, to my immediate left, and Mr. Creativity. We have Jared Depew with us. He's the owner of Mill City Apparel and also Metropolis Design Company. Good to have you here.
Thanks for having us.
You're here to talk about a special thing that's happening here in Chillicothe. We are doing our part and everybody wins. This is a united effort, right?
It's a united effort.
Yes. We're going to tell you about the Ross County Resilience Mill Family Fund in just a matter of moments. So you stick close for that. Our show brought to you this afternoon by Tecumseh.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
Better get out to Tecumseh soon because it's going to be over come Labor Day weekend. All right, we want to talk about something that happened here in Chillicothe. We had a lot of hope for the paper mill back in April. That fell through. The closing deadline was still there of August 10th. That happened. Man, smoke has not been coming out of the smokestack. Men and women have gone home. And there's still some employees working to manage a few things here and there. But we're concerned about those that will not have a job anymore. And United Way, we always say it works for all of us. It's truly being put to use in this fashion today.
We have a unique opportunity to bring the community together and show support and rally around what's happening, and that was the goal. And when Jared approached us, and we had various organizations speaking to us about how can we create something, how can we build something. So we're in the process of building.
I know here a few short weeks ago, the Chillicothe Paints had their team reveal for that special night, and it was the Mill City stacks, and it was all fantastic. However, that had a tie-in to this. There was a moment where you worked together with the Chillicothe Paints, and that's brought us to this point.
Yeah, so that whole situation panned out. Actually, it worked out in a way that I definitely didn't anticipate. They were already doing an auction for some internal things, and part of our agreement was 20% of those proceeds get to go to my nonprofit of choice. And when they said that, that's when I started thinking about, oh my gosh, wouldn't it be cool if there was a way that we could, designate this money for people who are affected by the mill closure here in Ross County. So just kind of asking around through the chamber, got connected with United Way, and that's what kind of started this whole process.
Yeah. I mentioned he's the creative one. Not that you're not creative, but out of the three of us,
he's done some beautiful work.
Yeah, absolutely, and a lot of folks have seen your work, and this is the most recent stuff that we have to share with you. You talk first as a designer, because you've got history with the mill. Your family has history with the mill. And we've got a World War II era type look to what we're doing here today, and it's almost like the U.S. bonds type posters.
Right, like the old paper drives. That's kind of what inspired the whole thing. So my family, I have a long history with the mill. My great-grandfather would pull lumber from Masseyville by mule to the paper mill. That was his job. And he got my grandfather on. My grandpa Gale is the one that really kind of inspired the whole brand that I've created for Mill City. Growing up, I'd spend a lot of summers, he had a lot of rentals. I would spend a lot of time with him, helping him keep those. And he would tell me all these different stories about the mill and all these different experiences. And smells like money was something he would say all the time. And my dad could attest that he heard it more times than he cared to hear it. So when I made that first shirt, Smells Like Money, it kind of sprung this whole thing. And what I really wanted to do was just kind of honor that legacy. I mean, there's a whole portion of this town that definitely would not exist without the paper mill. And I think that honoring that is very important. So that's kind of what started that whole brand. So to be able to be involved in this in a time that isn't the best, it means a lot. And it's something that I think that with this fund, the cool thing is $5, $10, anybody can give. That's kind of the inspiration for the posters. That's the the drive, the community coming together, because, people have come to me and said, hey, I don't know what to do. There's too many people impacted. I don't know how to help. This is just a great opportunity to start building that fund, and this can go out and help those people.
Right. And we haven't discussed a plan of how to distribute these funds just yet. But we know that the holidays are coming up. You have the ability with your network through the United Way. Ross County Community Action has a way of making sure these things get taken care of. You've worked together with the Ross County Banking Center as well.
Right.
So this collaborative effort is really going to help some people come holiday time.
That's the plan. We certainly hope to, at minimum, just show support and show that the community is resilient and wants to help those impacted feel like they have a level of support right here in their hometown, because we know that people have an appetite and are hungry to get involved so many times. And just through the various conversations we've had with a lot of the different organizations that are getting involved, we just wanted to open up the opportunity for anyone who feels inclined.
Yeah. I've worked a lot of fundraisers through my vocation over the years, and no place I've worked is like Ross County. The people come out and they help in a great, special way. It's just a unique place to live.
Yeah, and I think that's something too, along the lines of that the Mill City brand is, the whole. I want people to be proud from where they're from, right? I mean, I've grown up around the mill and the people here, and you're right. There's something about this community that is just different. And I've been involved, like you, with a lot of nonprofits and a lot of events, and the turnout and the support has always been, phenomenal. So I really do hope that people really take advantage of this and give, and that's the resiliency. That's what we're trying to put on display.
And the partnerships.
Yeah.
Because we all learn that together, we can create more.
Precisely.
And help more.
Now, for folks wanting to know, how's this going to look? What will it be? We've discussed gift cards, we've discussed gas cards, that sort of thing. What are the needs might be for mill employees, right?
Mm-hmm. It'll ultimately be a uniform situation. We aren't sure on the exact details, but there will be some form of a gift card that will be administered to those seeking that support.
But we have to start somewhere.
Right.
And that's with a kitty. So there is some money already available that's starting to build, and we want to build that as high as we can.
Sure.
Right. And we have posters already created, which is showed. I mean, anybody, any business, anybody who wants to be involved in that regard can stop by Mill City. I have those available. We'll go through and distribute those to people downtown.
Table tents.
Table tents. We're going to make.
Tents.
We're going to make some table tents that'll have the QR codes. I mean, that's what's going to make it nice. It's going to be super easy. You just scan it, and it goes directly to that account. The other cool thing about this is 100% of the money is going towards this. There's no fees on top of that. Nobody's taking a cut. This money is 100% designated for Ross County families that are affected by the mill closure.
Right.
And we want to make this available right now. So if you don't mind, let me show the QR code. So if you've got someone in the room watching with you and they've got a smartphone, you can go right up to that and scan that QR code, and you can make a contribution today.
Yeah, absolutely.
In the partnership with the Vinton County National Bank financial family, they've really been instrumental in helping create this with us and just being outstanding partners. They also encourage any individuals who perhaps are customers of their bank and want to get involved to just walk into the Western Avenue Main Street branch here in Chillicothe, or even in Richmondale on Church Street. But the Vinton County National Bank family has been really amazing in helping us create the technology and the QR code. And it's really special.
truly a collaborative effort. And you want to do something. How do we do it? Well, let's get the right organizations in place, and we've got that here today.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I was at a store earlier today. The lady was talking about the impact already that they have been feeling, but they're down by the mill. And so imagine how much mill money was coming through their store. You're a store owner. Have you seen an impact? And it might be different for you, I guess, because of what you've created. People are coming to get that.
Right. Yeah. I mean, fortunately for me, it has been a little bit, we're getting a little bit more known.
Yeah.
Definitely when they announced that closure, I mean, I sat with my team and we kind of thought, okay, are we not going to do this anymore? What are we going to change our focus? And we all just really felt that it was important to just honor the legacy, because that's what that was built for in the beginning. So we're just going to keep moving forward. I mean, obviously, we'll have other things focused on other parts of Ohio and Chillicothe, but we're just going to continue to honor the legacy. I did a series of illustrations and stuff of paper machines. That money I'm setting aside already to put into the fund. We did a pre-order for the Chief shirts. That money will go into the funds once that's collected. So, been kind of, like I said, we've been thinking about this, trying to get this thing going. I'm just super excited to give the opportunity to everybody to help.
And Andrea, on your side, it's like, okay, this is really cool. We start getting it coming in. Now we got to rally the troops and how we take care of this.
Right.
So finding yourself kind of as a distribution center in some respects.
Right. And that's what United Way is skilled at. And I think that over time, our partnerships and the organizations that we partner with have appreciated those opportunities, and with Community Action as our partner, it's a long-time partnership. We're going to be able to work through.
Yeah, I lost track of how many organizations are under your umbrella that benefit from the United Way, and there's always someone looking, and always someone in need.
There is. It's true.
Yeah, but you can help out in a great way. So, and let's talk grassroots here. I mean, if you're a kid that still has a lemonade stand open, something like that, or maybe you're selling the Chillicothe Gazette, you got your paper route and you're collecting money along the way, and you want to help put it into this fund, it's real simple and easy to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And they can come by the store and do donations.
Yes.
We're going to round up transactions. I'm actually in the process of making some smokestack banks so people can drop the change and stuff in. Those are like just little things that if another business is interested, let me know, reach out. I'll make sure I get that information, those things to them. That's just how I envision it, just like those old paper drives, and that's what it is. It was, everybody was chipping in. Kids were giving their comic books,
Right.
All that stuff was happening. And I feel like this is one of those situations that definitely calls for that. I mean, it's the community supporting our friends and neighbors.
Right.
And of course, if you want to participate, we have in the post here on Facebook, we have hyperlinks that'll take you to the Ross County United Way. Ross County, I should say United Way of Ross County. I always get that mixed up.
It's okay.
And also for Mill City Apparel, how to find them and to learn more, and all that available right now. Anything that we have missed you wanted to make sure people knew?
I have to share that timing in life is always interesting.
Yes.
And I had walked into Mill City for the first time a month ago, 6 weeks ago, something along those lines, and purchased a shirt that I fell in love with that was a map of Ohio. You know the shirt I'm talking about?
Yep.
And it says, "My heart belongs just south of Columbus." Yeah. So anyway, walking around Mill City Apparel, getting to understand the store and the history that it represents, and just thought that was super unique. And it was literally the next week. I think I was in the store on a Friday, and I feel like it was Monday or Tuesday. Yeah. He reaches out and says, "Hey, someone gave me your name. Can we work on this?" I'm like, I was just in your store.
That's crazy.
I was just in your store, and I'm excited that you thought of us. And so here we are.
That's how it happens.
Yeah.
Somebody knows somebody.
Yeah.
And somebody knows somebody who has worked at the mill.
Right.
And that smokestack that you're seeing behind us there represents so many of them. And there is a ripple effect, and we know that. We understand that in our community, but I know that that ripple effect also wants to help those who are immediately impacted by the closure of the paper mill itself. Thank you for what you're doing. I'm glad this is working out. And when you get to a point where you want to explain how you're going to distribute everything, let us know. We'll have you back in.
That's the important thing that we're trying to convey to everyone at the present, because there's a lot of anxiety around what's happening in the community. And so at this point, the focus is building this and being able to help those impacted by the time Thanksgiving rolls around. So as we build this, we'll keep you posted for sure.
Yeah.
And that's a thing. When we consider, if I were an employee at the mill and, I had my house payment due, I had my car payment due and all that stuff, but then it closes and school starts. We've got back to school to pay for.
Right.
We've got the other holidays coming up. You got school fees and all that kind of stuff. So we know you're going through a lot of things. So people are thinking about you.
I think Job and Family Services, and there are so many organizations, some of the financial planners in the area, a lot of people are making a lot of attempts at providing uplifting service.
And if you haven't heard about Scioto Valley Forward, go to sciotavalleyforward.com. That can help you in employment and resources in that respect as well. Thanks again for coming in today to share, and I know we'll see each other again.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Andrew Williams, Jared Depew, I'm Dan Ramey. Thank you also to the Scioto Society and Tecumseh for sponsoring this edition of Litter Media Live.